Is Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. at risk with all of these different fighters, not Haney, not Norman, but other fighters throughout boxing, failing VADA PED drug test? In this video, I'm going to break down the new information coming from the Haney side that creates a potential problem if it's not resolved in time. So buckle up. We're going to get to the actual factuals. Now, my goodness, subscribe to my channel. I'm him. Timothy Chalamet, the best in the business, and it's not even close. I've had to make several videos this week only about people popping dirty. Disgusting. Horrible for the sport, horrible for that individual fighter's career, and also very bad and horrible for the person who's on the losing side of fighting a cheater, right? So what am I talking about? David Morrell, his opponent, we find out he got flagged for some clomiphene, did a video about it. Then you had the UK fight where he ended up getting cheated by Canelo team fighter Francisco Rodriguez. Now Devin Haney has taken to social media to pretty much reach out to the dude who was on the losing side of fighting a person who would later pop, but after the fight. He says, boxers should be obligated to do 365 testing. It's not fair that we are getting test results back after the fight when the damage is already done. And then he tagged him. He says, Galal Yafi, sending you my best wishes, bro. So he's like, yo, how's this work? The damage is already done. And, you know, then we find out the person was tested hot, popped dirty. You know what I mean? Which is a valid point because you already went through the trauma and it's too late. Like the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan already hit you with them left hooks. And then after you find out the Ostarine was in his system. Bill Haney. Now this is where it starts getting chippy. He says, Devin Haney is enrolled in VADA right now. Let's see how long it takes Brian Norman to flex the same energy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Then he says, sign up to fight Devin Haney. Sign up for drug testing. End of story. We shouldn't give no room for possible PED cycles. Tom doesn't get a head start before chasing Jerry. Hashtag blame Bill Haney. Now, you gotta side with the Haneys. You can't really side with cheating. On my channel, since my channel's existence, we ain't never been about that. We ain't never supported or encouraged cheating. I mean, if you're cheating, you're weak. Like you don't have the full confidence. So you don't feel you could do it the earnest way. It's like I'm a YouTuber. There's YouTubers that buy subs. The reason you're buying subs, I mean, why would you buy subs if you boxing ego and you've organically grown your channel grassroots style from the ground up? There's nothing to be insecure about. I know I could do this. And then I went and did it on Facebook. Then I went and did it on Instagram. Then I did it on Instagram again. And we still working on the Twitter page. So I've proven to myself time and time again, I'm Mr. Make It Go Viral. And I can have success on all of these social media platforms. I'm the best in the business. And if you want to help my page on Instagram get to 75,000, right? I'm having a 30 million month on Instagram right now. So I know I could make stuff go viral, right? 30 million views on Instagram is not easy, right? So help the page get to 75,000, add to that number. It is. So again, the reason why people take these quote unquote shortcuts is because they're not confident. So if you have to cheat, you're not confident. Now, full disclosure, I want to make this clear. I am not in any way, shape, or form implicating Brian Norman because as of me recording this video, Mr. Norman Jr. has never failed a drug test. The only reason I said what I said at the beginning of could this be a problem is, to me, according to the Haney's tweets, it doesn't sound like testing is fully hashed out. And it doesn't sound like they are willing to fight against anybody that doesn't submit to some type of testing. Again, I'm going to read the quote. Devin is involved and enrolled in VADA right now. Let's see how long it takes Brian Norman to flex the same energy. So if he's saying that, then to me, that means he is under the impression that only his son has signed up for the VADA testing, and he's putting the ball in the Normans' court. As of recording this video, I haven't heard from the Normans, but this could snowball if this is not brought to a close soon, right? Where Norman is signed up or whatever. And my thoughts are this. Boxing doesn't want to fix a lot of its problems. I know it hurts to say that. I know a lot of people will be like, come on, Ego, you got to be optimistic. No, I don't got to be anything. I'm going to be Ego, same OG, right? I'm not going to be optimistic because I've been in this game and it's corrupt and it's dirty. And that's just the reality of it. Here's how I know. Because you look at it, there'll be these judges that put up horrible scorecards that nobody that watched the fight can agree to. They get reassigned and future assignments 2 weeks later. I mean, no suspension, no lack of pay, no punishment, no additional training. You just keep getting to view the fights in your own type of way and put out horrible scorecards. And then it's just, that is what it is, right? That's the reality of it. Same thing with people that pop dirty. If you pop dirty once, it's kind of a slap on the wrist. You see Ryan Garcia, he didn't really lose no endorsements. Ryan Garcia, he did the year, but he got to keep his money, most of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, they said he paid. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? So Ryan sits out for a year. He back. He already had, he got a main event. Turkey gave him a main event coming off the test fail. So if boxing really wanted to fix it, they could by doing like first time infraction, 5-year ban. Now that'll hurt you because 5 years people forget about you. And if you're 25, you're going to be 30 when you come back, right? So if you did more strict punishment, people will get the message and think twice about doing it. But the reality is boxing don't want to fix the problem, and that's just the sad truth. So hopefully the Haney-Norman fight, because I am looking forward to the fight. It's a dangerous fight, especially for Haney because of Norman's power. But then it's dangerous for Norman. I don't want to say dangerous for Norman, but Norman could get outboxed, I feel, right? If he can't catch Devin and Devin's like on his stuff. So it should be a good fight. I hope everything goes on without any issues, but I will keep you guys posted. The Haneys, they're seeing all the people popping dirty and they're not feeling it and they putting their foot down, and you can't really blame them because of the Ryan Garcia fight. Nobody wants to relive that. Their brand took a major hit because of that Ryan Garcia fight. You can say whatever you want about it, but in reality, that is the truth. That fight with Ryan hurt their brand and their standings in boxing, because before that it was Regis Prograis and then the Lomachenko win. So Devin was undefeated and viewed as undefeated and made it my top of the world. Let me know what you guys think. For more boxing, subscribe. Use my affiliate link, StreamYard, vidIQ, TubeBuddy to stream and up your YouTube game. And I'm out.